Good morning. Today is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. And you are dreaming with Gemstone Gina. This is for the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective, for the New Moon Wisdom Weavers exclusive membership. The month of April is open to the public. So if you're tuning in, consider joining the membership or leaving me a tip on Buy Me a Coffee. You can learn all about me on my website, ginavirginiacasella.com. All right, so what's the special message for today? The special message for today is a day to righty-tidy things up. So if you have something on your checklist that it's easy to check off, then check it off. So if there's something that you need to put in the mail and you just haven't mailed it out yet, you need to do that today. When it comes to your goals, today is the day to really righty-tidy things up. Have a look at your becoming list. So your to-do list, transform that into a becoming list. Have a look at it, recalibrate it. What can you do today that's going to get you closer to that goal? If you have a bill to pay and you have the money, it's not a case of you not having the money. You have the money, you just haven't paid the bill. Pay the darn bill. That kind of stuff today needs to be righty-tidied up. So whatever you've been meaning to do, do it. And it's important because this card, in combination with the gemstones, so the North right now, that's open. All the high quality hummingbird energy items are available to you. Assuming you make today a day where you righty-tidy things up, then you're going to be in a position to crack the sky. And it's kind of like, you're a battery and you're charging. You're a balloon that somebody's rubbing against their head and you're getting all staticky and you're getting to that charge now where you can zap. And when you zap, you don't just want it to be spontaneous. You want to zap with intention. So there's always a lot to say. But this card, like all of them from the Dragon Dreams Oracle, is really special because this was based on a dream that I had where I went up a level, if you will. And in my dream journal, I'm always depicted as this Pac-Man type character, just for simplicity's sake. And then I started getting these horns, and sometimes they're feathers, and sometimes they're flowers and other interesting things. And that's for me to work with symbolism-wise, and you too, when you notice that kind of stuff in your dream journal. But the point is, I was being protected because my goals were connected to a higher purpose. And when I started to focus on that, then my dreams really started to get interesting. And basically, I was inside this pink rose crystal quartz / rose. And it was kind of like I was a drop of water or something. And there was a big lightning fight going on, a big storm. And there was all this laughter from the goddesses because nobody could get to me. I could not be penetrated. And I mean that in the most literal, blatant penetration, like sexual metaphors. And I also mean the actual act of like rape, because there was a lot of penetration going on that was uninvited and unwelcomed. That has to do with patriarchy. And anyways, there's all these themes about rising above, but this card in particular was about me responding to my calling. And when you're in alignment, then you just default to all the things that come with that. So, for example, just keeping it simple here, if my life purpose was to be Super Mario, then once I realized that, wow, all of a sudden I can do all the things that Super Mario can do. I can have the flower power, I can have that rat tail and fly. But if I don't realize that I'm Super Mario, well, I could never have access to those things. Maybe I would have access to them here and there, but not understand them. That tends to happen to folks who have extraordinary extrasensory perception abilities. So, anyways, the point is that I didn't really understand what was going on, but I knew that I had a higher calling. And it was like a formality, like a rite of passage, that I would go through this storm, like an emotional storm. So the dream was an emotional storm. It's official. I've got these horns now. The color pink was representative of like I said, going up a level, and the rainbow spectrum is going up, really going up, or is that going down? That kind of thinking. But no matter what, I was protected. And there was so much laughter. I guess I keep trying to get penetrated in the spiritual world, but I can't. And see, that's the thing. In the spiritual world, okay, maybe I'm protected and there's all this, laughter going on because nothing can get to me. And basically the goddesses were like, you want her? Here, take her. But nothing could happen to me. And just before I woke up, I slammed into a waking world, another reality, into a snowy pine tree forest. And the tree bent. I thought I was going to snap in half. It just bent right over because I smashed into it with such force. And then I stayed in that tree and I broke into multiple Ginas, and all that laughter that I was hearing was me. So now I was, it was like I was one of the sisters. And that's why these stones here, there's 3 of them. This yellow one here, there's this yellow one, and there's this yellow one here. They're really important because they represent those sisters. And that was my first bridging of my dream life with my waking life in terms of the goddesses and having support. And the only reason I was able to accomplish this is because I was checking off my list. I was living my life. Life was not living me anymore. I had a becoming list. I was prioritizing. I kept my focus. And then this kind of stuff started to happen. So, some other scary things to think about is our mortality. I recognize not everyone listening to this is mortal, but those biologicals out there like myself, known as the biological one, known as Gina, I am mortal. I could be penetrated. I could totally be, like, I could have sex, but I could be raped, right? Against my will. I could totally be penetrated in the sense where I'm shot or stabbed. And penetration aside, I could have a slip and fall accident, or maybe there's a car on the road and icy weather and just slides right into me. So this card was also reminding me about how precious my life is. A real appreciation for the biological one. Because you know what? if you have a calling for a higher purpose, which I'm certain you do, otherwise you wouldn't be tuning in, probably relate to me a lot. If I've gone through something, you're going through something similar. And, you know, a picture is worth 1,000 words. It's not just the picture of the card, it's in combination with the gemstones. And this picture is powerful because it's representing everything that I'm saying. But in terms of doing spirit work, if the biological one, known as whatever your name is, then you can't do spirit work, right? If your needs, for example, if you don't have food, water, shelter, you can't do spirit work. You're in a state of crisis, right? So the biological one needs to be okay, self-regulated, balanced, rested, assured. Things need to be prioritized, and you don't have to sound needy or whiny because you need to generate money. You know, a lot of people will say that. They'll say, oh, you know, I really wish I had money, but I don't want to be a millionaire. You know, I just need enough money. No, it's okay to desire to be a millionaire. It's okay to be a millionaire, a billionaire. It's okay to have lots of money. Share the wealth. But the point I'm trying to make is you're important. And when it comes to checking off your list, unless the biological one, known as you are, is okay, that list isn't really going to get very far. So, in my few summers ago when I created this card, I haven't pulled this card in a while, so it's bringing back a lot of memories and information at the time. At the time when I created the card, this one with the pink lightning bolt, I felt like biologically, the biological one known as Gina didn't matter. And I was basically a car that spirit was going to run right into the ground. And I wasn't okay with that. So I developed a really sassy attitude with spirit because the biological one needed to come first. And when I would say my prayers and, do opening ceremony, I would incorporate that. I would say things like, spiritually, I can't be penetrated, but the biological one, known as Gina, she is mortal. And you know what? Bad things really do happen to good people. And the most well-intended plans can fail, and the good really do die young. And that's exactly why it's important for us to have these honest, brutally honest, distinguishing dialogues, because I understand completely, dragons. You know, we can talk the talk. You're enough. Things are available to you. You're the same as everyone else. And then these 3D realities blow that right to hell. So we have to remember that we're spirits inside a biological form. We're having a biological experience, and we need to find common ground and understanding. And the biological one needs to understand that there's a greater spirit that's embodying it, that it can work with. And that has to do with conscious evolution. And basically, conscious evolution is a good way to wrap up this mini gemstone reading, because set your intentions, work on that becoming list, because you are charging up and you're going to zap. And when you zap, you want to set that on fire, so to speak. You want to ignite, illuminate. So you're going to be transforming. So it's springtime right now. It's a bit early for butterflies to be coming out of their chrysalis. The caterpillars aren't even out, but somewhere out there in the world it's warm enough, and that's going on. And that's you right now. And something I worry about, folks out there doing spirit work and working with different energies like dragon energy, vampire energy, whatever you identify with, you must always remember that not all dimensions, realities are the same. And here on planet Earth, this whole entire universe, Milky Way galaxy, we all have Murphy's Law up our butts. So maybe in one reality, you can jump out the window and fly, but not here. The Homo sapiens sapiens don't do that. All right. This one, we're almost at the 17-minute mark. These mini daily, almost daily gemstone readings, some of them are a little bit longer than others. That's okay. And when I get one that's a little bit longer than others, then I don't do one the next day typically, unless I'm feeling the call to do so. All right, New Moon Wisdom Weavers. You have yourselves a great day, dragons. Let me know in the comments how you relate. It's all about story sharing. There's lots of space here to fill. Crack that sky. Write your story. All right. Talk to you next time. Bye for now.